So if it feels comfortable for you, you can close your eyes and just allowing the eyes to rest, closing them down. And anytime you can open your eyes during the practice, that's not a problem. Or alternatively, you can sit through the practice with your eyes open, just allowing the gaze to rest at a 45-degree angle in front of you. I'll sound a bell to start our practice, and again, I'll sound a bell at the end. Welcome, friends, and thank you for taking the time to sit this morning, to be with yourself and those who join us. It's a challenging time for all of us, and for those in the UK and other countries nearby, like Ireland. The news of a Prime Minister being admitted to intensive care can raise additional stresses and anxieties, and just helps us navigate the realities that virus does not discriminate. But it also reinforces the importance of bringing our attention to a practice, creating that daily stability that allows us to navigate the day ahead. Just before we start, it reminds me of a story of a very famous teacher, Terry Dobson, who was an acclaimed Aikido teacher. Many people see Aikido, the Japanese art, as a martial art, as self-defense. Actually, its truest form is it's the art of reconciliation. And Terry Dobson tells a story, Terry, who's no longer with us, but one of his famous stories is in the early days of his training in Japan. He was on a train and he was really starting to feel that he had this capacity now to defend. And as he's on the train, this large, unruly man who had been drinking a lot was agitated and shouting on the train and causing distress to people on the train. And as he was moving around the train, he fell over upon a young lady who was holding a child and caused them distress. So Terry felt it was a time to step in. So he confronted the man and asked him to take a seat and to step away from the woman and the people who were distressed in the carriage. So the man's attention turned to Terry and he became even more enraged by this opposition to his behavior. And as he started to move towards Terry in a very concerning way, an elderly man dressed in a kimono just called to the drunken man and said to him, "Are you okay?" And a rather disarming comment drew the drunken man to look at this elderly man. And the elderly man said to him, You clearly enjoy your alcohol. I too like my alcohol." He said, "I like sake in the evening when I sit in the garden and I look at the trees." Drunken man did not know how to respond to this. So he listened a little bit more. And the elderly man said, "I enjoy it because I can sit With my wife, I can sit in my garden and I can enjoy my sake. The elderly man said to the drunk man, when you drink your alcohol, why do you drink your alcohol? Do you have a nice garden or a nice wife? With that, the drunken man's anger started to dissipate. And he explained, my wife died a year ago. I've lost my house. I've lost my possessions. And the elderly man gestured to him to come and sit by him. So he came and he sat and he asked him about his wife. What is her name? How did she die? Where did you live? What did you do? And the drunken man was brought to tears. This is a true story, and Terry Dobson is a very wise teacher. And the lesson really is that, whatever we practice most, we become. So if we practice anger, if we practice unhappiness, if we practice disdain, if we practice an unwillingness to accept how the world treats me, that is the principles in which we'll bring to other people. So Terry Dobson that day realized, as an Aikido teacher, to truly defend, we must reconcile. So even now, when we see leaders like Boris Johnson, who create such controversy in the UK because there's such a polarization between people who voted for one side of the breakup of the UK from the EU versus the other. Times like this, we can all just see each other as human beings, trying to stay alive and trying to be the best that we can be. But at times, the people who you feel are the angriest or the nastiest towards you, beneath that, they may be harboring something else. And if we reach out a hand of reconciliation and just seek what's behind it, we may find somebody who just looks like us. So now, if it feels comfortable, just sitting, just taking in a nice deep breath. Take in a nice deep inhale. And a slow exhale. Once again, taking in a nice deep inhale, and then the exhale to be slower than the inhale. Once again, taking in a nice deep inhale, filling up the lungs and the belly. A slow exhale. The exhale 30% longer than the inhale. These breaths allow us to gently tap the nervous system, just to say to it, we want to move to the parasympathetic state. We want to move to the rest recovery, place where we have logical connection, moving away from fear and anxiety. Once again, taking in a nice deep inhale, filling up the lungs and the belly, and at the top of the inhale, hold the breath for 3 seconds. And as you exhale all of the air out, at the end, when you've emptied the lungs, hold again for 3 seconds. Now, as we take in our deep breaths, just visualize taking in of the energy prana, the energy of life as we breathe in, breathing in energy, breathing in life. And exhaling tension, letting go, exhale tension, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. Once again, inhaling life and energy. And on the exhale, the sense of letting go, letting go, letting go. Maybe this time, just feeling this breathing within the entire body as it's sitting here or lying here today. So the entire body is letting go on the exhale. Not just the mind or the thought, the physical form, the letting go, maybe just the arms, the shoulders, the hips, just feeling a slight letting go. So we inhale again, filling up the lungs and the belly, taking in the energy, the life force. And as we exhale, letting go, dropping the shoulders, relaxing the knees, losing the tension in the jaws, letting go, letting go, letting go. And now, just allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm and noticing the contact points of the body on the chair or the floor or the bed. Just noticing the points of support from the head to the back, to the lower back, to the buttocks, legs, knees, calves, feet. Just noticing the support and the contact points available this morning. Now bringing the attention and the awareness just to the forehead. Just bringing our awareness and our attention to our forehead, to our eyebrows. This furrowed area where we can hold a lot of tension in our day. Maybe bringing it in from our night, from our sleep, from our dreams. Maybe just bringing the eyes into the awareness. So the eyes and the forehead, this whole area. Just get a sense here as we breathe in the energy and life force. As we breathe out, can we let go here? Can we release ice to water and melting in this area? Can we just reduce tension, release, and letting go? We're just noticing an area where you may feel a little bit more tension in this area. Forehead, the brows, the eyes. Just breathing in the energy and the life force. Breathing out, letting go, letting go. Breathing in the energy, the life force, the prana. Breathing out, letting go, letting go. Ice to water. The mind will wander during a meditation, and that's okay. Just meditation is just the capacity to be aware that the mind will wander and then bringing our attention back to the focus point. The eyes and the brow and the forehead as we let go. Moving our attention and awareness down to the upper jaw. Maybe just taking a moment to give the upper jaw some slight movement, just slight movement left to right, ever so slight, just slight connection. Maybe sensing into this area. What's here? Tension or no tension? Any feelings, hot, cold, or nothing at all? And just moving down to the lower jaw. Noticing what's here. We can often hold so much tension in our jaws, the clenching of our teeth. Just that movement, that separation of the teeth, just the relaxation in the mouth. Just breathing in the life force and the energy. Breathing out the tension, letting go, letting go, letting go. Just creating some gentle movement in the lower jaw. Noticing what's here as we bring our awareness and our attention to the jaw. Is there a holding? Has there been a holding? Do you hold tension here? And in turn, can we just let it go a little bit? Again, bringing the attention and the awareness now to the mouth. And as people have said here before, it's difficult sometimes in these moments to find the capacity to smile. But can turn the mouth up in a smile-like fashion, which also just helps the nervous system. Smile yoga, as the Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh calls it. Just taking the physical movement of the mouth to mimic the smile within the body. Just sitting here, breathing in the energy and breathing out the letting go. Just sit for a moment, mimic the smile, the turning up of the mouth. The mind will wander, and that's what it'll do. It'll plan and worry and strive and plot and think and overthink. And that's okay. Just bringing your attention, your awareness back to this moment, back to the smile on the mouth. It's not possible to raise the smile through emotion, and just turn the sides of the mouth up. Breathe in the energy and breathe out the tension, letting go, letting go, letting go. Breathing in the life and the energy. Breathing out tension, letting go, letting go, letting go. Now bringing the attention and the awareness down to our shoulders. Maybe bringing the attention and awareness first to the right shoulder. Just noticing what's here as you drop into the right shoulder. Tightness, heat, cold, or no sensation. Just noticing what's here as you drop into the right shoulder. Maybe if there is a tightness or a tension point, just moving towards that tension, that tightness, bringing the awareness to bring focus on that point. As we focus and bring the awareness there, just bring the breath to that moment, to that point of tension in the right shoulder. So breathe in the energy and life. Can we bring a sense of letting go and ice to water melting of the tension in this point on the right shoulder? Breathing in the energy and breathing out the tension, the letting go, the ice to water melting of tension on the right shoulder. And now bringing the attention and the awareness to the left shoulder. And again, just noticing what's here as we arrive at the left shoulder. Does it feel the same as the right or different? How does the difference manifest itself? Tension or pain, heat, cold. What's here in the left shoulder? Once more, bringing our attention to any points of pain or discomfort. Just leaving the awareness on the left shoulder. Just seeing if we can bring in the energy of breath. And the exhale, the ice to water, the melting away, the letting go, letting go, letting go, dropping. Just allowing that shoulder to drop, to move, the muscle to relax, to let go. Inhale, bringing in the energy and the life force, and the exhale, letting go, the tension, letting go, letting go. Now on this inhale, just bringing the whole body into our awareness. We're just scanning the body from the toes to the top of the head, and just notice if there's any point for you right now where there's pain or tension. Just noticing any point in the body that is feeling more pain or more tension than any other point within the body. Just bringing the attention and the awareness then to that point, just allowing the breath to focus on that point. Settle in. Notice what's there in the tension, the pain, the heat, or the cold. Just allowing the awareness to rest there. Using the breath once again to breathe in the energy and the life force. As you breathe out with the awareness on this point of tension in the body, just letting go. Seeing if there's a capacity to just let go a little bit in this area of tension. Ice to water, melting away. Breathing out, letting go. Breathing in the life force and the energy. Breathing out tension, the letting go. Letting go. And once again, bringing the attention and the awareness back to the contact points of the body as you sit or lie here this morning. Just noticing the supports being offered to the body. From the upper back, the head, down the back, to the buttocks, the legs, calves and the feet. So once again, noticing the supports and the contacts available for you. This body being supported. And bringing your attention and awareness back to the breath. Just allowing the breath to normalize. Maybe connecting with the fingers and toes, just gently wriggling the fingers and toes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So, thank you. Namaste and good morning. Thank you for joining me. This will be recorded and available on Instagram for today, on YouTube, and on Facebook for anybody who wants to watch or share. So I wish you all best today, and to remember to be kind and compassionate to yourself, most importantly, and to be aware that everybody is in pain at these difficult times. Everybody is struggling. But together, we can all come through this, because this will pass. It always does. Nothing is permanent. Neither good nor bad, and life is permanent. Everything is impermanent and moving. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Be safe. Glad you enjoyed the story, winner 2909. It's a true story. Terry Dobson was a great teacher of Aikido. And then Tara Brach, who is one of my favorite teachers, retells the story quite beautifully, much better than me. But it's quite a profound story. We must remember how the other is feeling. And why are they acting out in the way? Why is this person in pain? Why is their pain body screaming louder than ours? We're all in pain, really. Just some of us have greater capacity to hide it or to hold on to it. And then eventually the pain becomes so intolerable, it's impossible to sustain it. So it explodes in some form. Just like the man on the train who's angry and trying to control his pain with alcohol. Anyway, I wish you well.